Hello, pilots, and welcome back to Flight Academy Season 3, brought to you by Out of Art Gaming. My name is Phil, and today we have Game 8 of Group 1 for you. As always, the format rules are in the description below, but joining me once again, we have...
James, back again.
Hey James, welcome back. Resistance have stuck around for you, just because they knew that you were coming, basically.
Well, also it's the format of the tournament, but yes, definitely.
Yes, but definitely all for you, nothing to do with the format of the tournament. But yes, game 8 of this group, we are in the last third now. It's getting close to finding out who's going to make it to the finals, and it's that close that they've already started shooting at each other. So let's actually quickly run through the list before the game ends. We hope. I'm going to go through Andy's list. He has the Resistance Transport with Hammock Nero Good, running Automated Target Priority, Jamming Beam, Ion Cannon, Proton Torpedoes, Corsella, Rose Tycho, R4 Astromech, and the Shield Upgrade. And I think that's actually one of the Proton Torps already fired there as well.
That is a 4-dice attack, so yeah, it must be.
Ouch. I mean, it's only just got a minute. What are they doing? Just running at each other. It's crazy.
It was actually, no, that wasn't a torpedo.
I'm not entirely sure. There was a big attack there. There was some dice rolled. But anyway, what have we got on the other side?
Ben has been staying up too late. He is flying Midnight with Duke, Pass Analyzer, and a Shield Upgrade. And that's on the Thai SF? Or is that the standard
FO?
Yeah, it's just the standard FO.
Just the standard FO.
I'm judging it off of the little icon, and it's like, it's got a little aerial, but I don't think it's the right kind.
Yeah, no, it's not the right kind. It is the FO. Oh, Ion Cannon turret. Well, Ion Cannon. That's what it is with a 4-dice shot. Know your cards. Always important.
Yes.
One thing I do want to quickly point out, it has been mentioned in the comments, something we've only just found out. Duke does not work with Midnight, apparently, because it's modifying your opponent's dice, and their dice can't be modified in any way. So apparently, Duke doesn't work with Midnight.
Oh, right, yeah, because Midnight's wording is that ship's dice cannot be modified, full stop. So it's not a case of the opponent can't modify the dice. It's, that's a weird interaction. I guess it does stop it being quite strong, but it's a shame for Ben. But I'm assuming that the ruling was only worked out after the fact, so we're going with...
Yeah, so we found this out from the comments on one of the videos that Ben was in, and at that point, we'd recorded everything, so we can't exactly retroactively go back. Our editing skills are nowhere near good for us. But just want to point out, for those of you that have pointed out little rules clarifications or anything that isn't going quite right in the comments, thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, there's so many obscure interactions in this game that they can easily get missed, and if they get pointed out, then players can learn.
Absolutely, we use it as a learning tool.
Also, just the reverse, the double stress, and then Corsella to just get rid of the stress. Oh no, it wasn't a blue maneuver.
It should have been, because R4 Astromech. Or is it red?
No, because the hard turns are normally red, so it just changed it to a white.
Just changing it to a
still
white.
Still stressed. Interesting
Still powerful
choice.
Though. Still powerful to be able to do that after getting double stressed. But Ben is flying incredibly aggressive this time. I think he didn't like how it went the first round against the flying sofa.
Is he safe from a shot at the moment, or do you reckon he's going to play it safe and go for a barrel roll? Always going for the lock.
He's going for the lock. He is safe there. It's very tight. But I think the lock is a good idea, because it now does mean that he can
he gets
swing round on a slew.
This will be blue. We'll clear all that stress.
Yes.
I always get worried when I'm double stressed. Double stress is not fun for basically anyone.
No. I mean, there are some ships that don't
Well,
mind
there's always
it.
exceptions, isn't there? But even for a ship with core seller on board, when you get to 2 stress, you want to do a blue.
Yeah, you really want to be clearing that. You get panic pilot and you get those 2 stress. You're just like, oh, that's 2 turns completely ruined there. But yeah, it's nice having Corsella. She's such a good card. But obviously limited on where you can use her, so kind of makes sense. Oh, that's risky there. Not trying to get out of arc, just taking the evade.
I guess he looked at it and thought, no, I can't get out of it. This is the safest play, and that's worked out for him.
Yeah, worked out. No damage, not ioned either. So that is ideal. He's in quite a nice position to actually sneak in. I would expect a sloop this turn.
He needs to turn around at some point. He can't keep hoping that Andy does reverses enough that he's got enough room to just turn around normally.
There's K-turn. Yeah, K-turn, pattern analyzer.
Oh, the pattern analyzer.
Evade. Yeah. He's got that lock on, so Andy can't change his dice. He gets a hit crit as well.
Man,
and a blank out.
Just shuts down Rose Tico crew entirely.
It really does. I mean, you can get that lock
I guess not.
Shoot, but
I guess not entirely. You can still use Rose, spend a evade die, grab a tiger lock, and then use that to fire a proton torpedo. That could still work, but you just can't spend the lock.
Yeah, which is, I mean, we saw it in some of the other games. It is absolutely brutal when you have that really, you have 5 dice on, say, a proton rocket, and you're like, oh, now I can't change it, and I've only got 2 hits.
If this wasn't a 1-on-1, that jamming beam would actually be quite useful against Midnight.
Yes.
But by the time you fire it in this game, you're not shooting again, and Midnight will just reacquire the lock. Let's be real.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of things I've seen in this tournament which would be actually really handy. You've got Jet Porkin's spare parts canister that breaks locks. Downside is obviously Midnight being an I6 can get that back, but he still then has to spend that action instead of doing something else.
True, he gets less mods elsewhere.
Yeah. Jamming beam on 10 num would have been an interesting option, because then he could have used the he can double tap. If you can double tap and use jamming beam, then
if you can get jamming beam off for free, it's probably worth it. But otherwise, that's why it's a free upgrade.
Yeah, in a 1v1, it's always tricky. I mean, I have actually used jamming beam intentionally in the game against Fergus, actually, because I was like, I'm just going to use it to break your lock, and I actually think I did do that as well with the stabilized S-foils on a B-wing. So I did that, then shot normally, which was quite fun.
These shots are not going in Andy's favour, though.
No, and he's got a hull breach and a console fire at the moment as well.
This way he's on 1 health. Although the console fire could be the end of him if he can't fix it.
And it's not. That was a focus that time, so manages to survive that.
Which means he does get to shoot?
He does indeed get to shoot, so it's another ion cannon.
I mean, if he can ion, that gives him the chance to at least fix the console fire pretty safely.
Yeah. Ooh. And that is 1 damage and an ion. That's a crit token, Ben, but that's fine.
I was going to tell you, was there a crit in there? That's the one.
Imagine if ions actually did inflict crits with the amount of dice you can throw. That would be brutal.
That would be brutal, yeah.
But ioning him, that's...
Okay.
I mean, I would have potentially reversed.
He was already stressed.
But Hammock can do...
Hammock's ability could reverse. Yeah. I think that's the safer choice, though. Because you know that he can do a bank. If you reverse the wrong way, he's still got a shot on you. And this way you can fix your console fire.
Yeah, so that is actually, I think an optimal choice. He's obviously cleared his stress as well.
Also,
so
now you can probably try and do like a 3-point turn, reverse up, and maybe get a shot.
Yeah, I mean, one of only 2 ships in the game that can do the 3-point turn. Oh, that is a nice barrel roll there from Ben, really opening up the angle.
Yeah, it gives him a lot of room to keep up the assault.
Yeah, I was about to say I didn't think Andy was going to go backwards, and then he did.
I think it makes sense. You know that Midnight has to go forwards. If you can go back to where he's now positioned, got a decent chance of catching him. If not, next turn you can always reverse again with Pamic.
Ben called it perfectly there. That one hard into the barrel roll, getting himself out of arc by the look of it.
I mean,
getting a range
the
one
higher
shot.
Initiative paying off for Ben massively there. Just knowing where the enemy is and just going, right, well, I'll just go here instead.
Yeah. Question is, does he? He's only got one. He's using the target lock.
I mean, you need 1 damage to squeak through. If you can get enough red dice. Yeah, there it is.
There it is. That 1 damage squeaking
both of them, but good position from Ben.
Yeah, that was really good. I mean, Andy took a big early hit, but he was bringing it right back. And I thought, you know what? It'll only take one little mistake from Ben, and Andy would have had that. But when he finally used that target lock, it really paid dividends there. So well done to both players. But let's have a quick look and see how that affects the table. Like I said, we're coming towards the end of Group 1, so it's now the time you need to be scoring those points. And Ben is getting himself up the board a little bit. He's actually level pegging now with Andy on 7 points apiece. I'm still at the top with 12, and Wes is on 4. 2 games left now to really seal your way through to those finals. But James, thank you very much for joining us for that. I hope you enjoyed that game.
You're welcome for having me.
And guys, again, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time.